Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to this Football Manager 21 Let's Play series with me, CWATTY. Yet again, I'm recording this commentary in post for those of you that haven't watched the last video, although I really suggest you do go ahead and watch the last video. I messed up when I was recording these videos and forgot to turn my mic on whilst I recorded them. So you've got to try and ignore the idiot in the face cam in the bottom right hand corner of the screen, because this commentary isn't going to line up and match up with what he's saying. I'm doing this in post. One of the things that happened after the last video was we had a lot of games postponed due to bad weather. In fact, we've only played 3 times since Christmas, and we're going to be playing Folkestone in the FA Trophy. That's the next match here at the sort of middle of January. We had our December 28th match cancelled due to water. Basically, nearly every match that was due to be played at the Mears has been cancelled. We've only played once at home in 2021. So players are well rested, actually. Of all the complaints I had in the last video about the fixture congestion and pile up at Christmas, due to the shocking stadium that we have and the fact that it's open to all the weather and the elements, our games get cancelled quite a lot, which means we've not played as many games over the Christmas and New Year period as some teams. It does, however, sadly mean we are going to probably have the fixture congestion at the end of the year that we so often have, where we're trying to squeeze all of the matches that got cancelled in at the end, before the end of April. Because these leagues don't run, these leagues end in April, the non-leagues. We play from October to April. Whereas like the Premiership and everybody play from like August, September to May. They have a much longer period to play less games. It's crazy. Liam Hardy, by the way, our striker, the one that I had to promise lots of first team matches to, he did come to me between the last video and this one complaining that I hadn't kept my promise, and as a result, because he was on a non-contract, he just left the club. He just up and left. So he's gone. Not going to miss him. He wasn't that good. He did join the club for the first time this year, though, apparently, in real life. So he's gone. We've got another couple of players on trial. Attacking midfielders. For attacking midfield centre roles. Primarily attacking midfield centre is what I'm looking at. Although if they've got the option of being able to play in other positions, that's great. Reece Powell, probably not the man I'm going to be signing. We have, however, signed somebody new, Alex Kempster, who is a right winger, who we got from our rivals, South Shields, in an absolute steal. Got him from our rivals. He's played 15 games for them this season and scored 8 goals. I think he's going to be pretty good. He can play anywhere in the attacking midfield role. He can play central, he can play left, he can also play as a striker, which again, with Liam Hardy exiting the club, is going to be good, because we've effectively given ourselves a striker option, as well as obviously right wing, right midfield, which is the positions I'm looking for mainly, because obviously I wanted Stobbsy to have some competition at right wing. I wanted some depth as well. I wanted an alternative right winger, because if Stobbs is injured, we're a bit thin on the ground there. However, of course, he is cup tied for the FA Trophy game, so he's not going to be able to play in the upcoming match because he's cup tied, because he's played for South Shields previously in the competition, which is such a shame. I forgot about that. But hey, he's going to play in the league for us, and he's going to do amazing. He's going to do wondrous things. However, the slight bad thing is that by signing him, I have gone over my wage budget. We're spending too much on wages now, and I imagine at some point the board is probably going to get very upset with me, because we're spending too much money, especially in the light of the fact we haven't played many games this year, and therefore we haven't had any attendances, we haven't had any fans, we haven't had any tickets. But it's a cup match. And it's a home cup match that we're playing next. So, you know, me being me, thinking Grantham Town charge £12 a man, £12 a head for cup matches in real life. If we can get a good crowd, in the cup matches, we can make extra money. Yeah, by the way, season ticket holders have to pay for cup matches. Your season ticket only covers you for league matches. So, all cup games are extra. So, we've got quite a weird setup here. I'm wondering to myself, Facecam me's wondering why these assistant managers picked such a weird team for this match and why he suggested such a weird team with like Cameron Green at left back, Joe Healy on the left wing. What I hadn't remembered is the fact that we have FA Trophy suspensions. We've got players suspended for this match, so again we've had to pick slightly different. Some of our first choice players can't play, they're ineligible. And that's the problem with these FA Trophy matches. You pick up 2 yellow cards, you get banned. And we tend to get quite a lot of bookings because, again, our players tend to get stuck in. They're quite a physical bunch of players. We tend to give teams a battering. You know, builds character. And there's another one of them lovely long passes that the keeper's going to have no problem claiming or dealing with. And like I say, I really need to find a player with a bullet throw to take those types of throw-ins. Goal, Joe Healy. With his 7th goal of the season, is that? It's hard to tell on the small screen, but I think that says 7th goal of the season. And he's doing well. He scored, obviously, in the last video. He scored 2 goals in the last video. In both matches. So, yeah, he's a good player. And like I say, 33 years of age, he's, you know, good maturity. Good level of maturity. He's kind of like the Juan Mata of my Grantham Town team. I mean, we've got some great young players, but they maybe need a bit of a steering hand, a bit of guidance from somebody senior who's been there, done it. And I don't know what Facecam he's talking about right now. He's getting quite animated, waving his arms about. I promise for the next video, I'll definitely make sure I have the microphone turned on before I'm recording. And Jordan Cox scored a lovely goal. Great goal from Jordan there. Joe Healy with the assist. First time in, and then he puts it in again. And Jordan scores a header. Very rare for one of our strikers to score a headed goal. But he's done it. Free kick from De Silva. Get a corner. We've been threatening a little bit just lately from corners. We've started to score a few more goals from corners. So hopefully we won't be wasting as many. Because our corner stat, we get a lot of corners in matches. But we don't convert many of them into goals. Hopefully that's something that's going to improve as our assistant manager is doing a lot of corner training. But Reme is on the score sheet as well. So Healy, Cox and Campbell all on the score sheet. We've only been playing for half an hour. Hopefully all the fans that have turned up, very happy. I don't think the team we're playing has brought any fans with them though. Again, I think they come from quite a long way away. Playing in the Isthmian League or whatever they normally play in. I don't for a minute think they're local. I don't think they're going to have a lot of fans travelling with them. I'm pretty sure they're a league or 2 below us as well. So I'm amazed they've got this far in the competition. I really am. But I can't imagine they've given me a bumper attendance for us to earn loads of money from the inflated cup ticket prices. £12 a head. Don't even get a programme with that. Programmes are extra. But yeah, playing Taylor in central midfield, attacking midfield there is not working for us. Definitely need to tie up, shore up that position with a signing. Maybe. Because obviously, with the injury to Kane Lewis, our right back, we've moved De Silva into right back, which means Cameron Green, our normal left winger, has dropped back to left back because he can play all the way down the left. Which means then Healy's gone out onto the left wing as being our next most capable left winger. And then it means attacking midfield has been left open. So Taylor's come in there. Obviously, if our new signing from South Shields wasn't cup tied, he could be in the attacking midfield central position, which is a position he plays in. And I think sometimes in the league we're probably going to see him playing in that position with Stobbsy on the right wing. I'm pretty sure the assistant manager is going to try and do that. He's going to try and tell us to play that way. I really want to play with him where I need to play him, which is right wing. That's where I think his best position is. But anyway, 3-0 at half time. Don't have a lot to complain about. Team's doing its job. We haven't really seen them threatening in any way, shape or form. So just keep it going, lads. Just keep doing what you've been doing. No need for any drastic changes at half time. I'm quite happy with everything I've seen. Healy couldn't put a ball in there. That was begging for a decent cross. Of course, with this being an FA Trophy match, I can only make 3 substitutes. Oh, there's a goal. It's been disallowed though. Apparently there was a push on another player. Pushed another player. There's Joe Cox. Oh. Mikulova now coming back at us, I think. Is this a chance for Mikulova? Yeah, chance for Mikulova. Long range chance, but still a chance. It's probably their first shot of the match. No, it's not Mikulova, is it? It's Felixstone or whoever it is we're playing. It's just because they're playing in red, and the last team in the last video played in red. But no, I don't imagine they're giving me too much trouble. Campbell. Ball comes back. I'm Bird. Bird is obviously, I forgot to mention, he was a trialist defensive midfielder that we signed. He'd been on trial with the club. Remember, he suffered a gashed leg, and head physio Nigel wanted us to terminate the trial because he'd suffered a gashed leg. And I was like, no. To be fair, I've already seen his stats. I know how good he is. I'm going to give him a contract, and he's got a contract. He's now recovered from his gash leg, or he's on the recovery road from his gash leg. And he's playing in this match because Beelan is suspended. So we've got our new... And there's he scored a goal, and that is a Paul Pogba goal. That's exactly what I want to see from that type of player. That is the Paul Pogba West Ham goal there. Players lurking outside the box. Ball comes to him. Smash. Get in the back of the net. Rip the onion bag open. Job done. That's what I want to see Beelan doing. If Bird can... Honestly, if Bird can do that, Beelan could be not necessarily a first choice pick. If Beelan can offer us a goal scoring threat from that position, Beelan might find himself on the subs bench. Right, I need to do some finagling now. Got to do some substituting. I'm going to bring Worsford on. Oh, I can't make any more substitutes, can I? Because it's FA Trophy. We only have 3. Again, who come up with that rule? Who says you can only make 3 substitutes in the cup? Seriously? Get that fixed. Write to the FA and say that's not good enough. We need to be able to make more substitutes and use more players. We've got to be able to protect players in this day and age with all the injuries and stuff, all the fixture congestion. And don't even get me started on the whole head injuries and concussion protocol situation where, you know, we need to be able to make substitutes in matches when players get a bang on the head and they need to be assessed properly before they're allowed to continue in a match. You know, after the recent issues we've seen in real football, I definitely think at all levels, from Premier League down, the number of substitutes that clubs can make in a match needs to be increased. In the Premier League, I definitely think it should be 5 subs. But in the cups, I think you should be able to use your whole bench. I really do. So if you have 8 players named on the bench, you should be able to use all of them. And I think it would do so much better to help the players and help the clubs. More players would get more game time as a result of clubs being able to make more substitutes. There would be less injuries because more players would be able to get rests because they'll be able to get substituted. And like I say, in the event of head injuries, I think there should be even a separate pool of players outside of the regular bench that can come on and play temporarily until a player has been cleared to return to the field. They've scored a goal. It's only a consolation goal at this point. They're 4-1 down. But again, they've scored from a corner. We do concede a lot of goals from corners. That is a bit of a weakness of our team. Need to look at fixing that. Ball's come to Bird again. Just let him run the full length of the field. I'm pleased that striker can't head the ball on target, because that was... Just give him a free cross. Let him run the full length of the pitch near enough and then get a free cross. What are we doing? Shocking defending. But full-time whistle has gone. 4-1 winners. Grantham Town make it through to the 5th round of the FA Trophy. I'm not sure if I mentioned that in the last video incorrectly or not. I might have done. Or it might have been earlier on in this video. But yeah, good result there, lads. Well done. Well played. Clap your hands. Take a bow. We did well there. So what will happen next is we've got a game against Chorley. We'd already had the fixture because obviously this match got postponed by 2 days because of it was supposed to take place on Saturday afternoon. Unfortunately, it got postponed to Tuesday evening, and as a result of that, we only got 214 or 234. Is that 234 attendance? Yeah, that's not done done our bank balance any favours. I think losing the Saturday afternoon fixture due to waterlogged pitch probably hurt us there. We might have got more attendance for a Saturday game. You can't expect this team to bring their fans on a Tuesday night to the Mears in January, freezing cold. Who wants to sit up the Mears in January in, real life? We got 5.5k though. And as I say, we get to play Chorley in the next match. Chorley FM coming in your ears. And it's a home tie, so again, fans. And they're in the league, they're leagues above us, so we should hopefully get a bumper crowd for that match. Although, to be fair, Chorley's a long way away. Will their fans be prepared to travel all the way to Grantham for a FA Trophy game? Probably not. Hales Owen. Good old Hales Owen. I haven't heard their name for a long time. We used to play against them regularly. They used to be in our league in real life. Matches have been moved. Right, so Chorley FM coming in your ears. Peter Kay thing, reference that. I'll probably bring you back for that match. That's probably the next match that makes sense to bring you back for. We've got a few more players going to get yellow card suspensions by the looks of things. I am going to change up my training schedule a bit. I don't like it when the assistant manager puts match practice in between fixtures. I hate that. But we've lost Jack Lee and we've lost Breland to suspension. Okay. Fair enough then. That's not a problem. Oh, it could be actually our best centre-back and probably our best defensive midfielder for a game against Chorley. Probably didn't want to lose those two players, but at least they've accepted their fines. Anyway, I'm going to bring you back for that game. So, bear with me for a few seconds, folks. I will skip right to it. And there we go, folks. By the power of video editing, we've made it to the Chorley game. It was actually quite a few matches away from... I thought it was like 2 matches after my previous match, but it wasn't. It was in... Obviously, it's in the first weekend of February, and we still had quite a few matches to play in the league between then. So we've played a couple of games league-wise before this match. I normally don't accept these team instructions and stuff, but obviously because we've got suspended players again and stuff, we're having to pick a slightly different team than what I would normally go for. Again, I'm not going to take a substitute goalie. If I'm only allowed to name 5 players on the bench, I'm not naming a goalkeeper as one of those. I'd rather have 5 outfield players, even though I can only use 3 of them in an FA Trophy match. In the league, I can use all 5 outfield players on the bench. So, that's been kind of good for me. Again, it's also not great that I can't use my signing from South Shields, Alex Kempster, because he's cup tied. The one thing I can do is use a attacking midfield player I signed, who was on trial, Henry Beans. Is it Beans or Ben's? I think it might be Ben. Henry Ben. We signed him. He was on trial alongside Reece Powell. Henry's the better prospect. His current ability is not as good as Reece Powell's, but his potential is much higher. So I've gone for future in mind. I've also gone for the fact that Henry Ben, I'm sure that's his name, was happy to join me on a non-contract. So he's not on part-time contract. He's not asking for millions of pounds a week in wages. He's quite happy to be on a non-contract, so if he doesn't play, he doesn't get paid. He's not earning money every week like the part-timers. So I'm quite happy about that. Okay, there's the risk that if I play him regularly and he's good and he gets attention from other clubs, they could snaffle him away from me. And again, I don't get compensated for players that are on non-contracts. They don't have to pay me anything. They can just offer him a contract and he's gone. Much like I did with Alex Kempster, which can't believe South Shields didn't have a player of that quality on a part-time contract. But hey, that's up to them at the end of the day. Their mistake is my good fortune. However, you guys are yet to see him play because he's been cup-tied for the FA Trophy. In the league, he's been fantastic. He's been a fantastic league man for us. Oh, come on, Campbell. That should have been a goal. Should have been a goal. We're not expected to win this match. Surely are, a couple of leagues ahead of us in the football tier system. We've got quite a few key men suspended, obviously, for the yellow card limit, which means we haven't got our top best first 11 out there. So I think the 5th round of the FA Trophy is probably going to be tough for us to move from. We've probably reached the end of our run. We're not expected to win this game. By the media, by the fans, by the players. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm hoping we can just give ourselves a good account, do ourselves proud. Right now, it's not looking great. There's not been a lot of highlights involving the white team. Which means we ain't playing very well. And that's gone out for a corner, which is unbelievable, because I could have sworn that player come in from the side. So how did that ball's momentum? Hey, we're not going to worry about that. There's Bird. Scored that awesome goal earlier. Paul Pogba style. Could definitely do with some more of that from him. And we've reached half time and it's 0-0. Half time, 0-0. I'm actually not impressed with looking at the rating on the bottom of the screen of a lot of the players. I'm not overly impressed with them. We've had that higher XG apparently, but I don't believe that for a minute. We need the goal. We need a goal. If we can get a goal, there's a chance here for us. What we don't want to do is get complacent and let them score. Big ooh forward to nobody. We shouldn't really be trying moves like that. Everyone's just trying to play Route 1 football at the minute. Now we've got Stobbsy out right. You can't put a cross in though, Stobbsy. Come on. Bird. De Silva. Gone out for a corner. Come on, this is where we need to start scoring from set pieces, lads. Let me down again. I don't think our players are very tall. I don't think we have a lot of height in the team. There's Bird. Thought he was going to have a crack again. Stobbsy. Bird. To Healy. To Bird. To Healy. Oh! Chance there. We've actually had the most shots, which is surprising. Because I haven't seen as many highlights as there has been shots. which means we're looking like being more attacking team here. Dobbsy to Campbell, Campbell to Cox, to De Silva, who's playing as the inverted wing back. Dobbsy's been dispossessed. Bird is Healy. Ben is our attacking midfield player. I don't know if he's that good. And this might be a match that's too good for his current ability. Might have to make a change. Just wondering how I'm going to do that based on the subs bench that we've got available to us. Oh no, they've scored. And it's Shenton. A player named Shenton. That was one of the things that Facecam Me was commenting about earlier in the match. There was somebody named Shenton, and I found that quite funny. For some reason, Shenton is a funny name. I think it's from a Lee Mack joke or something. Either a stand-up show or Not Going Out. I remember Lee Mack definitely doing this whole thing about somebody named Shenton. But we're 1-0 down now. Can we find a comeback? It's Cox. Such a shame Cox has missed that. I think that's because Cox has picked up, apparently, in the last couple of weeks, I got an email to say that Cox has picked up a trait from one of his fellow players. From the close mentoring and training that the team have been doing, he's picked up a trait. And when I checked his profile, he's picked up the trait of placing shots. So he tries to place shots now. Instead of just smashing it into the back of the net like he would have done previously in that position, he's now trying to plate. And I think... Right, well, this is where we're trying to make the substitutions that matter. How are we going to do this? What am I going to do to try and improve our goal scoring chances? I haven't got a left winger on the bench. I could bring Kianga on. Is he going to be good enough? Is he going to be good enough at this level in this match? Probably not. How do I do this? I want to put Cameron Green as left winger. So if I shuffle that around, I can bring on Kane Lewis as right. Yeah, that's how I do it. That's how I get Cameron Green to left wing, which is a much more attacking position for him. Healy moves up into attacking midfield, which is a better position for him than left wing. And hopefully that gives us a chance now to score an equaliser. Cox with a headed attempt there at goal. Couldn't get it past the keeper. Come on, encourage the team. I don't use shouts much, but I feel the need to. Cameron Green's gone down. Looks like he's picked up an injury. That's terrible. So, so the player I've made the tactical change for has now got injured. So we're not going to benefit from Cameron Green now as a attacking left midfield threat because they've injured him. Surely have crocked my player. They knew. we was gearing up to come back at them. But like I say, I didn't expect to win this match. But oh, Coxey, he's got the equaliser. There's hope. There is hope. There's still chance. Maybe we can force extra time like we did earlier on in the series. Maybe we can go extra time penalty road. Maybe. Unless we can get a winner. Unless we can go on and get a winner. I didn't really want to make a lot of substitutes, but we might have to because we've got a lot of players who look dead. Like Stobbs, who... Again, we don't have a right winger on the bench, so unfortunately I'm going to drop Campbell onto the right wing. I'm going to play Worsfold as striker. Hopefully Campbell can play as a right winger. We're probably going to get a lot of complaints. I'm not going to be allowed to make any more substitutions unless we can go to extra time, in which case Brad Abbott will probably come on for Bird. I just hope this change is good enough. And again, those big ballooning long throws just don't work. Come on, we just got to get to 90 minutes, lads. Get to it, and then we can go to extra time. Just don't mess up now, you know. Play it cool. Play it cool, lads. If we can force extra time, we can make another substitute, bring on fresh legs, and then we can put them to the sword like we did earlier on in the competition. That was a bad clearance. No, they've scored. Oh, disaster. Come on, lads. We've got to do something, lads. Come on. Terrible clearance. Why you've cleared that back into the middle of the park, I don't know. Surely if you was clearing that, you should have put it into row Z on the sideline. We'll go attacking. We're going to go attacking for the last few minutes of the match. Of all the times to concede a goal. Now, if we ever needed to score in the 90 plus minutes of a match like we did earlier in the series against Blythe, now's the time to do it, lads. I don't think that's going to happen though, because I think Chorley are a much stronger team. They play at a higher level than us. They're more experienced. That's a great ball to Kianga though. Come on. Oh, Worsfold missed it. If that had been Campbell in his normal position, Campbell would have scored that. I wonder if I should have brought Worsfold on and left him as the right wing and left Campbell up front. The assistant obviously told me that Campbell was playing out of position and I clicked the ignore button, but I'm just wondering whether I should have put Worsfold on as a right wing, left Campbell in the middle, because Campbell's got the ability to change a match, as we've seen. He scored some great goals. If need be, we could have dropped Cox to right midfield and put Worsfold up front, but maybe that would have been the more better option. I don't know. I think we've lost, I'm afraid. Our FA Trophy run has come to an end in the 5th round. We're not going to make it to the quarterfinals. We've been beaten. Sadly. Very sadly, we have lost. And it means we're out of all the cup competitions now. We've only got the league to think of now, so our only focus now going forward will be securing our league position and winning promotion. Yeah, match is over. We lost. Oh, It's weird. We've only lost 2 matches all season so far, both of them in the Cups. In the FA Cup qualifier to Southport and now to Chorley in the FM Trophy. It's also interesting that both teams that have beaten us have come from the same region of the country. That northwest. Those northwestern teams. I'm not pleased with the performance though. I know we weren't expected to win, but honestly, the team player rating suggests we didn't play well. And I reckon we could have won that. We could have won that match if we'd played like we have done in other matches. We could have played well. I know we didn't have all our first choice players because of suspensions, but you've got to step up when you get the chance to play. The players coming in for those suspended players had to step up. Attendance wise, we got 300 fans showing up for the game. That's a bit of money. It's a little bit of cash. Apparently the referee had a terrible game. A lot of his decisions went to the away side, so maybe the referee screwed us over and was biased. That's what I'm going to take from that match. The referee was against us. So now we've just got the league to concentrate on. We've got 12 points lead at the minute. A nice comfortable goal difference. We've got a game in hand as well. So I think we focus now, like I say, on just winning the league, getting promoted this season. That's all we can do. We're not in anything else now. We did have a disappointing 0-0 draw as well earlier against Whitton in the Premier League, in the league, which was a little bit of a sad affair. Right there, look. After our FA Trophy game, last round of the FA Trophy, 0-0 draw, we then had a couple of great wins in the league, including that 7-1 at Matlock, in which Jordan Cox scored 5 goals. But yeah, there's our 2 blemishes so far on an otherwise unbeaten season. So I'm probably going to bring you back for the FC United game in a couple of weeks' time. That's the next match we'll show you. We already showed you the first match against FC United, so we'll show you that leg, because obviously FC United are a known team at this level, and people are familiar with FC United and what they're all about. So I'll bring you back for that one, and then we'll see how the rest of the season develops. I don't know if there's going to be any more players incoming or going. If there is, I'll give you the updates on that. So remember to like the video, remember to subscribe, remember to leave your comments down below, and of course remember to share the video wherever, with whomever you see fit. And I've been CWATTYESO. This has been my Football Manager save. I'll see you all again soon. Goodbye for now.